So, I'm back again, and I've made another World of Warcraft video. And this time, I'm going to show you pretty much how to use TradeSkillMaster's crafting features. After all, that's what it's really intended for. It's named TradeSkillMaster. So, if you're really into trade skills, this is stuff that might be of interest to you. Really, the reason why I made this video is because I've been getting a lot of whispers and, supposed reports and stuff for botting, which definitely don't do, but I don't think people understand that there are add-ons that allow you to, I don't want to say automate, but semi-automate what you do. So, introduction aside, go ahead, and you've got to make sure you've got TradeSkillMaster installed. Pretty much everything that has to do with TradeSkillMaster as far as the add-ons that go with it, basically the components. And also have the TradeSkillMaster desktop app, which automatically downloads and essentially imports auction scans into the game, so that part you don't have to worry about. You don't have to spend forever sitting at the auction house and scanning. So once you have all of those prerequisites, you are ready to start using the crafting feature of TradeSkillMaster. So what you want to do is go ahead and you can type TSM to go to the main window, or you can do TSM Crafting to get there quicker. And this is essentially the crafting window. And you can see a bunch of stuff, lots of green. Green is good, that means profit. So let's say, right now I'm on my, I don't even remember what she does, Alchemist and Scribe. That's right, I dropped Engineering for Inscription. Go ahead, and let's say we want to take a look at the ink market. Okay, so we'll either do a search for just ink. You can also do a profession filter. You can do if you have mats or not. So we've filtered it out. We're looking at all of our ink. And over here on the right is really what I'm most interested in. You can see crafting cost, item value. I'm most interested in how much gold I can make, because that's the name of the game essentially. You can see here you have all of your profit calculations and stuff. Like I said, green is good, but one of the things that you really want to be interested in is if you've got a lot of stuff to craft, you've got a lot of materials and stuff, you're gonna like the queue function, which is up here. And just to show you real quick what that does, we'll open up our crafting window. This is TSM Crafting. You can see we're working on our inscription tune, and this is where all of your stuff is, basically stuff that you can craft. You can see your profit in here, which is reflected, so I can kind of see they match up. Over here is your crafting queue, and this is where, go ahead and clear it. Essentially, you can make shopping lists, to-do lists for what you're going to craft. This, up here, the queue increment, directly correlates with what's right here. So let's say, basically, you want to do your crafting limit. So, let's say you only want to make 10 of each thing at a time. So, half stacks of ink. Well, all you have to do is set your queue increment. So say, all I want to do is make 10. You can go through and you can left click on each item. Sorry, the tooltip kind of gets in the way. Left click to basically add stuff to your queue, and if you add too much, like you just saw, I accidentally added a few more. If you right click, it backsteps and takes stuff away from your queue. And if you've noticed, as we've added stuff to our queue, it's populated over here on our craft queue. And essentially what this allows you to do is it allows you to see what you need in order to make what you want. And it tells you how many of each item you want to make. And all you have to do is hit craft next, and it'll go through automatically so long as you have the materials, and it'll make your stuff. And this is really great once you get the hang of TradeSkillMaster and you really find your way around the add-on. It's incredibly easy to go into one of your professions. Let's clear it, and we'll go over to my jewel crafter. It's really easy to go into your professions, toggle the profit, and look and say, what will make me gold? And over here on the right, you can see there's something that's 13,000%. Basically, that's the difference between what the crafting cost is and what the item value is. And that's another way to sort stuff if you want to say, what can I buy for, almost nothing and turn it into, an extraordinary profit? Well, there's your answer. And one of the really nice things about the craft queue is you can add stuff on different characters. You can see here. And the craft queue will help you tell the difference. Like you can see up here, my scribe has this. My jewel crafting toon has this. So, in essence, that's really kind of like the crash course on TradeSkillMaster as far as crafting. And really, once you've got your stuff together, you've got a few max trade skill toons, really the quickest way to go in and look and say, what can I make for a profit? And it's a really great way, if you're using the TradeSkillMaster crafting function, to kind of make shopping lists, go through, figure out how much you want of what, and really go through and automate it. Well, I can't say automate, semi-automate, as far as batch crafting. And like I said in the beginning of the video, I've had a lot of people who have just come up to me and just start accusing me of botting and stuff. And it's like, it's frustrating because, as you can see, there are add-ons that really simplify the process and allow you to batch trade skill. And, a lot of times doing so takes quite a bit of time. And it's just frustrating to see people, if you've been there for 5 minutes and you're making, 20, 30 stacks of ink because a material was really cheap on the auction house and you decided to flip it. It's just frustrating to see people, not realize that you can actually do that. So hopefully you've enjoyed my semi-brief overview of the TradeSkillMaster crafting function. If you have, go ahead and subscribe, I guess. I try to put out videos on a fairly regular basis, really when the mood strikes me, I guess. So hopefully you've enjoyed it, and hopefully my guide will make you some gold.